Yo guys, Max here. Picture this. You're at ground zero, your dating life is non-existent right now and you actually want to start dating hot girls. Or maybe you're on a dry spell that has been going on for months and you hate it. You want things to change and you want to go on multiple dates per week, finally. That's a fair goal, my friend, and I encourage you to do that. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the exact things, the non-negotiables that you have to get right before you start dating if you want to see any kind of result. So while you can start working on your social skills before doing the things I'm going to mention in this video, you are not going to get results. Your dating life will stay very dead until you get those things right. I'm usually pretty chill in my videos, but today I'm going to lay down the non-negotiables for you. It's pretty simple. If you don't do the things I'm going to talk about in this video, you're not gonna get results, and no amount of dating advice, of watching in-field videos is ever going to change anything. You have to be doing the things I'm going to explain in this video right if you want to see results. Sorry bro, there is no way around it. If you don't do it, you're not gonna get girls. And to be totally honest with you, I actually refuse to take on my coaching program guys who don't have those things, those basic fundamental things figured out. Because I just know that they won't get results if they don't get those things right. If that's you, I don't want your money because I know you will eventually ask for a refund and you will blame it on the coaching, while actually the coaching is not the problem. It's the fact you're not doing the things I'm talking about in this video. With that being said, let's dive right in. So first and foremost, if you live in a small city, you're never going to get a satisfactory dating life. In any city in the world, the ratio of hot girls is roughly 0.5%. So for example, if you live in a 200,000 souls city, if you live in your hometown and you're hell-bent on not getting out of there, well, 200,000 people, that's roughly 100 hot girls in your city, and you are competing against all the other guys and against all the other guys outside of your city on Instagram to get with those 100 hot girls. And on top of that, keep in mind that attractive girls very often tend to leave the small cities to go work in the bigger cities because they know they have more opportunities there. So yes, if you're very patient and if you lower your standards, you can here and there date a few average to slightly above average girls in your hometown. But again, you're never going to get great results. Bro, you just have to move out. Do what it takes to find solutions to move out to a better place where you have more opportunities to date. I worked with people in the past who told me I live 40 minutes away from a big city in a small village of 5,000 people. Why can't I find a girlfriend? And I'm like, bro, what do you expect? There are no girls to meet around you, so you're not going to meet girls. Realistically speaking, if you want to get a good dating life where you have options and you can actually go for girls that you really want, you have to be in a city of at least 500,000 people. Again, the more people, the bigger the city, the more choice you will have, and well, the more of a situation of abundance you will find yourself in. Next up, you don't have your own place. Like, bro, seriously. Go and get a job. I mean, I know I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but I used to be that guy. I used to be that guy who was too lazy to go and find a job and who just wanted to focus on the good things in life, like partying, smoking joints, and talking to girls. And I know in the long run it doesn't work because I have been there. How do you want to have a good social and dating life if you don't even have enough money to cover your basic needs? I've lived this lifestyle. The girls you meet are average and below average because the high quality, attractive girls, they don't want to hang out with a guy who's broke and who lives in a house who's not even his own house. A guy who doesn't even have money to buy fucking groceries. A guy who doesn't have money to go to bars and clubs. So I like the eagerness and I like the energy to go out and practice meeting girls, learning social skills. But bro, get your priorities in order. Get a job, get money, get a place of your own where you can bring girls back to. Because when you really think about it, if you don't have a place to bring girls back to and you can't even afford going on $10 date, why do you want to learn talking to girls? Like what are you gonna do once you talk to her and she likes you? Because you can't bring her back anywhere. Like, what do you think is going to happen once you get her phone number? Well, nothing, because you can't afford to do anything. It's not like you need a lot of money to date girls, not at all, but you need at least a little bit of something to be able to do anything with those girls that you meet. For a very long time, I was like a broke and depressed student, but the truth is I was just too fucking lazy to do what it takes. I was lazy to go to the gym, I was lazy to take on a side gig, And like I said, as a result, I was only dating girls that were below average to average when I was lucky. You need to grow up, bro. No attractive girl wants to be with a guy who doesn't want to take care of himself and of his life situation. The way it goes is that first you improve your life situation to an okay level, then you improve the way you present yourself to an okay level, and then you learn how to optimize talking to girls that you like. Which brings me to my next point. Don't neglect how you present yourself to women. The idea is that looks are not everything, but your presentation is everything. Your first impression matters so much. So much. And so forget about mewing and all that shit. Girls don't really care about the bone structure of your face, but they care about the way you present yourself, and they care about how much you care about yourself. Because the idea is that if you care about yourself, it's because you're worth caring about. And inversely too, if you don't take care of yourself, why should she care about you? Bro, at the end of the day, it's very simple. If you don't take care of your fashion level, your fitness level, and the way you groom, girls are just going to think that you're weird. Now, I like to say that any man can, at the very least, become a 7 out of 10 in terms of looks if he's taking care of his appearance. And that's all you need for girls to put you in the physically attractive category. Remember that girls don't pay so much attention to how physically attractive a guy is compared to how guys pay attention to a girl's physical appearance. To girls, it's not that important. A little bit is important, but again, just a little bit. This is not the main factor for girls. So make sure that you look neat, make sure that you put some effort into your presentation and your appearance, and you will be good. I've figured that the saying, don't judge a book by its cover, is actually more of an exception than a rule. Most of the time, if the cover is shit, the book is going to be shit as well. You don't need to be a JQ model, but you need to put some effort into how you dress, into what you eat, into how much exercise you do each week, and into how you do your hair, how you groom, so on and so forth. Again, I'm not telling you that everything has to be perfect, but thoughts have to be put into everything. Once your life is in order, or at least stable, once you present yourself properly, all that you have to do now is to talk to girls. And bro, I'm gonna be really serious with this. You need to go and fucking talk to girls. Things are not going to happen if you don't. So I know it sounds obvious, and you're watching this video, you're gonna tell me, Max, it's obvious, and everyone's gonna tell me, okay, it's obvious that to get better with girls, I have to talk to girls. And then you're gonna go out, you're gonna see a girl, and you're gonna be like, okay, I know I have to talk to her, but actually I don't want to, okay, I'm gonna go away. Like, it's easy to understand, but once you're facing the fact that there is a hot girl that you want to talk to, if you don't actually do it and go talk to her, you're never going to progress, you're never going to get results. Now, I understand the fear of approaching an attractive girl is a real thing, approach anxiety is a real thing, but there are exercises for that. There are simple actions and simple steps that you can go through to build your confidence and to get better at this. The key is that you still have to be doing something at the end of the day. I've actually made a bunch of videos about overcoming approach anxiety on my channel. But again, if you don't do anything, if you just watch those videos and you don't take action, you're never going to get out of your comfort zone, you're never going to build your confidence, and you're never going to get results. You have to be willing to practice the uncomfortable thing if you want to become comfortable doing it. I remember when I started coaching people, I used to work with a guy who blamed me for not getting results while he had huge, terrible approach anxiety. And so he was like, Max, your shit doesn't work. I can't approach girls that I find attractive. And I was like, okay, let's do something very simple. You go on the street and you simply try to look at girls that you find attractive in the eyes. And he was like, Max, I can't do it. I can't look at girls in the eyes. Your program doesn't work. But bro, at the end of the day, if you're not even willing to go through the discomfort of looking at girls in the eyes, the problem is you. I say this with 100% confidence and no shame. The problem is you. If you can't do the simplest thing ever, which by the way, he can do, anyone can look at another person in the eyes. Like physically, you can do the thing. But if mentally, you're not willing to push yourself to do even the simplest thing because you feel discomfort and you hate feeling discomfort, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're never gonna get results. And what's going to happen is that eventually you're going to realize that what I'm saying right now is true, and that the problem comes from you not being willing to go through the discomfort enough to see results. Because once again, looking at a girl in the eyes, anyone can do this. Yes, when you're shy and anxious, this is uncomfortable. There are exercises to make it simple. But if you're not willing to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation to expand your comfort zone, you're never going to learn. Keep in mind that nobody's born confident. All the guys who you see who are confident, they went through the exact same things that make you uncomfortable right now. And those other guys did it. So why can't you? You're not so special that what works for others will not work for you. God damn. Fucking snowflakes. Just remember that the situation will never be optimal and the stars will never align so that the uncomfortable thing becomes comfortable. There will always be a little bit of discomfort that you have to go through if you want to actually become comfortable with it. At the end of the day, if you're not sure that you're willing to do what it takes to get the dating life that you want, well, I appreciate that you're watching my videos, but bro, you're wasting your time. Go do something else that's more productive. Because if you don't want to actually take action, you're never gonna get results. But to give you a little bit of hope, once again, once you learn to go through the discomfort, well, you turn this discomfort into confidence and you get better at this. You start stacking the W's, you start stacking the dates, your confidence grows even further. And that's how you get really comfortable with the uncomfortable and how you get a shit ton of dates. And so once you're comfortable talking to girls, all that you have to do then is to understand a proper system to lead your conversations to what you want with girls consistently. So a lot of guys that you know are probably super confident with girls, but their results are quite inconsistent. Maybe it's your case right now. You're not, well, shy to talk to girls that you find attractive, but you get rejected and you don't really understand why. You don't really understand why girls act and react the way they do. And you don't really have a structure that you follow to get the outcomes that you want with girls consistently. Well, bro, you need one. You need a structure. In a sense, seduction and attracting girls is pretty much the same thing that what a person who's trying to sell you something on the phone, for example, would be doing. That is to say, this person is going to follow a system, this person is going to follow a sales script to get from point A to point B with you. When you meet girls, you're going to do pretty much the same, simply because we are not going to manipulate them into getting what you want out of them, but simply because there is a most optimized way to start a conversation with someone, to have them feel attracted to you, to have them feel comfortable around you, with you, and to have them be aroused by you to then lead this to the logical conclusion, which is to have sex and start a relationship. There is just a simplest, most efficient way to go about it. Once you understand this efficient system, you can learn it, you can replicate it, and that's how your results get consistent. Once you have a system, it becomes very simple, because either you follow the system well and it works, or you follow the system well and the girl was not interested and it doesn't work, but that's okay, she was not interested. Or you don't follow the system well and you learn something to do better next time. But you gotta understand that if you keep doing random things, you have so little chances to make it work compared to the potential results you could be getting if you are following an optimized system. So if you don't have a structure yet, I have a free guide of the structure I follow to meet girls and get dates. I'm gonna put the link somewhere below this video. You can go and have a look. It's very, very efficient. So this is the part of the video where I would usually encourage you to consider getting coached by me. But once again, bro, if you don't do the things that I mentioned in this video, you're not a good fit and you're not gonna get results, be it with me as a coach or anybody for that matter. If you don't have those fundamentals right, you're not gonna get results with girls. If you don't have your own place and some sort of disposable income to have a dating life, you're not gonna get dates and you're not gonna get girls. If you don't take care of how you present yourself, you're going to repel girls. And if you don't understand how to talk to girls and how to actually take action to go through the little bit of discomfort that you feel at the beginning, again, you're not gonna get girls and it's not going to be consistent. Now, if you've got those things right and you're still not getting the results that you want, it makes sense for you to consider getting coached. If you're curious about it, I put a link right below this video. Anyways, that's pretty much everything for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing, leave a like, tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.